everyone, it's Kristie with AG Takes Over. I am glad that you're here. I'm going to tell you, I look how I feel. It has been a long week. I don't know when you're watching this, but I'm filming it on a Friday evening after a long week. So, it's an unboxing, obviously. You know that from the title. It's a Maplelea unboxing. I did a Maplelea unboxing not too long ago, and I warned y'all then there's going to be another one coming because when I placed that order, there was something I wanted that was not in stock. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just place another order. So part of that is concerns about tariffs, obviously. But really, it's not, that concern is not making me buy anything I wasn't already planning on buying. It's just kind of changing the when around a couple purchases. But had the money in my doll budget, and the things were in stock, so I went ahead and got two things. This first one, I knew buying this that it's going to be a tight fit, and it's kind of a weird fit, but I'm hoping that I'll like it anyway. So this is the, where does it say it? Oh, Veggie Vogue, right there. Veggie Vogue outfit, and Mandy, who I will try to remember to link her video in the description. If I don't, please remind me, but Mandy did an unboxing of some Maplelea things, and this outfit was in there, and she was like, ooh, that's a tight fit. And I'm here to tell you she wasn't wrong. So let me show it to you. I did already get it out, but just from looking at it, it seemed like it is going to be kind of tricky to get on. So here is the outfit. The material is not like super impressive in terms of thickness. It's, for Maplelea, like a little on the side. It's a little bit more like I would think this is an Our Generation. In terms of quality, I feel like this is an Our Generation level dress. And I usually feel like Maplelea is like very high quality. So quality, it's whatever. The design, like the cut, it's okay. What I love is just this pattern. Like, look at all the vegetables. It's so cute. Like, if it were a little bit different style, like more poofy here, it would be like a perfect Mrs. Frizzle dress. Ms. Frizzle? I don't know. Frizz. So here's what makes it hard to get on. I think that these are a little bit, you know, the sleeves are a little bit narrow here. Not sleeves, but whatever, the seam here. But this part, this cute little cutout back, means that it doesn't open very wide. So you're trying to get their whole body and their arms in this hole, which is actually not that big. So there's that. Hopefully it looks fine on. I've seen pictures of it on American Girl Dolls on Instagram, and it looks cute. I think I just really love the pattern so much that I'm like, man, it's okay, it's okay. I can be strategic about it for photography purposes. It has freaking cucumbers, peas, and leeks, and oh my gosh, there's no asparagus on here, unfortunately, but there's an artichoke. Ugh. Bell peppers, yes, all the yes. There's no celery on here that I see. That's good, because I hate celery. Anyway, here's this, you know, cauliflower fun dress. I probably, knowing the fit, wouldn't have gotten that unless I was already ordering something else. So I'm going to show you the reason that I ordered this dress in a minute, but I want to show you this bag. I really like this because you've got the two options here. You can have it as a shoulder bag, or you can have it as a handbag. Now, it's not like you can hide these. I guess you can tuck them in a little bit. Or let's see how much you could tuck these in. If you wanted to have it as just a handbag, you could probably like tape these on the inside to hold them down a little bit better, and then have it be like that. But it's softer than a lot of this kind of style bag that AG does. And I like these, you know, metal grommets. I think that's nice. And it is lined inside. And I feel like the AG bags that are in this style usually aren't. They're usually not lined. So this is pretty nice. In general, I think their purses are very nice. This is more impressive quality, honestly, than the dress is. And then this, which is very pretty. It's not, you know, it's printed, so it's not as bright on this side as it is on this side. I thought it was going to be like this, so cute, right? I thought it was going to be like that kind, but it's not long enough. So if you wanted it to be like a bandana that lays over the whole head, what you could do is sew a piece of elastic from here to here, and then that part would stretch out underneath the doll's hair, and you could still do it. But what they've done in their picture is looks more like it's kind of rolled up, and then it's just tied around a ponytail, which is also really cute. And if you did the elastic, then you wouldn't be able to do this. So it's kind of an either or situation. For now, I'm going to leave it as they sold it. And then the last piece are these shoes. And I have taken the liberty, if you look closely, you can see that the buckle hole was kind of right, like where they came or buckled at the tighter one. And I put it on the very loosest, like these are barely coming out past the metal. But I put it on the last hole because Maplelea doll's feet tend to be narrower and longer. So I'm sure this is going to be too long. It's going to hang off back here. Nothing I can do about that except for take pictures strategically. But at least with this being looser, hopefully it can fit on the doll's feet. So there's that. And I already told you what it's called, Veggie Vogue. This is part of Charles's collection. I think that's how you say that. I really have no idea. I'm going to say this part quickly because if you watch my videos regularly, you already know this. Instead of having those little tiny folding product inserts like American Girl does, they have journal pages that go in a binder. You can buy the binders separately if you want to, if you're not a collector of their actual dolls. They come in French. They have a blank page, and then they come in English. So this one says, "Veggies are in vogue. I love them so, and I bet you do too. Here's a little quiz to see if you can guess which vegetables I'm talking about. Let's see how well you know your veggie pals." And then it gives you a whole bunch of names of vegetables. And then like blank wears a purple coat. And it has a picture of an eggplant. So it's really just like, do you know what this picture is? And then on the back, it has the rest of this rhyming thing. And it says, "Got 'em all? Great job, Veggie Superstar. Now you're really in the Veggie Vogue Club. Keep munching and crunching your way to being healthy and strong." And then, so not the most interesting one. Usually they're a little bit more engaging than that to me, but whatever. I already know my vegetables, so I guess that's not that new. But it says Veggie Vogue set, gives you the product number, and then this set contains, and it tells you exactly what goes with it. I think this is so smart. I'm trying to say it quickly because I say it all the time, but I'm never not going to say it. This is genius. And having like even this bag, you're like, I don't know, I got this bag with one of the outfits. It's a Maplelea bag. I know that much, but I don't remember what outfit it's from. Oh, wait. All I have to do is look at this tag and it says product number is KC43 and it's called Veggie Vogue. Genius, genius, genius. All right. I'm going to pause real quickly and grab the next one. Real quick moment of like being vulnerable, being honest, whatever. I keep looking at my image in the phone and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this thing from my glasses being on all day and just like bags under my eyes. And I have this little committee that's usually pretty nice to me, but being like, but you could have like maybe done something. But also like, no, I don't need to. We don't have to get dressed up for other people just to enjoy things. And I was excited to share this stuff with you. So I hope that by my occasionally coming on here looking less than dressed up, that helps you feel free to do the exact same thing in your life. Like just enjoy the things. Don't worry. It's okay. Anyway, so this was one of the larger sets. If you didn't watch that last video, there's the picture of the thumbnail. I will try to remember to link it in the description. Nudge me if I forget. But I got the sea turtle adventure, sea turtle excursion, sea turtle something. And it was like this big set with all these pieces and it was amazing and I loved it. And the other one that I wanted was the Paleontology set. And they didn't have it when I placed the order. So that's why I got it now as a separate order. And that's why I went ahead and threw in the Veggie Vogue, because I think it's cute. All right. So here's the hat. It's got little prints. It has this very, very bright green, this neon green, which wouldn't have been my choice. I mean, it's not like we're trying to stay hidden to stay safe from danger. The dinosaurs are extinct. I don't know. I don't get it. But one thing that's cool is it has these little snaps. So you can wear it just fanned out, or you can wear it like that. I think it's cute. It would have been, I wouldn't have minded if it had also had a little strap, but you could probably like, there's some material that's a flap here. You could probably run a strap through here, just like do an eyelet and put a strap through and have a little chin strap if you wanted. I'm probably not that motivated, but just letting you know, it could be done if you felt strongly enough. And then next up is this bag, which, what girl of the year does this remind you of? Did you say Leah? Because you should have. Leah, of course. This feels very Leah-esque to me, because she did have the neon green. Nothing fancy, just a little messenger bag. It's cute. I don't love the hot green, but it's okay. Not everything in my life has to be neutrals. These are so cute. They're little Parasaurolophus socks. Or Parasaurolophus. I don't know how you say it. That's how I say it. Parasaurolophus. Parasaurolophus. I don't know. Maybe I'm putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable, but all my life I've said Parasaurolophus. And when I said that, they're socks. And my wife was like, they should have come with Parasaurolophers. But, we may be a two-mama household, but we got dad jokes. These are cute. Again, super neon. That is definitely a feature of this whole set, but it's cute. And then the shirt. It's very juvenile print. That's okay. I think this is really cute that it wraps around. And I'll just show you so you can see when it's on. It's pretty well matched up there. Yep. That's adorable. And I like this because any of my dolls could wear it. Like, it is a very gender-free, not the clothes are gendered, right? But it is a very any doll-friendly kind of outfit. And these are the shorts. My wife thought they didn't feel as nice. I think probably marginally the sea turtle one, the pants feel a little bit nicer, but I do think that these feel very like Columbia, Patagonia, Merrell, like those brands. I think they're cute. And they're elasticy back here and Velcro right here. And the pockets do not have Velcro, but they are functional pockets. There's so much stuff. All right, next, 3 little dinosaurs. So we've got our Triceratops. Give me food. And what I am assuming is a Dilophosaurus. Like, I know there are other animals, other dinosaurs that have 2 of those crests, but that's what I'm guessing. If you're really, like, I'm not super knowledgeable about dinosaurs. I just have a 23-year-old who, when she was younger, was into dinosaurs, so. And then the Parasaurolophus, whatever you want to call it. Is this what Ducky was in Land Before Time? I really don't remember Land Before Time. Don't come for me in the comments. It's not my fault if I can't remember all the movies. All right, and then there's a little brush. I don't know how this is for scale. Let me grab a doll and see. Yeah. Bonus, it doubles as a hair dye brush. Totally would. And then like a pick, a chisel pick thing. This is metal, and this is like a rubbery material. Like, this is legit. I'm not going to. The phone's too expensive, but yeah, very cool. And it's even got a little thing that you could hang it on something if you wanted. Next up, let's see, a compass. And it works. So it's hard for me to show you if I do this, but it does move around. It does have liquid in it. I can see one little air bubble in it. So very cool. And a magnifying glass. It works too. And the next is the field journal. So this journal is the match to this journal. So kid size, doll sized, or human sized, doll sized. And all of their materials are in English and French. So this is just has both of those on there. And they're just blank pages. Blank pages with no lines. Blank pages with no lines, but their traditional Maplelea border. Cute, cute. And then next is, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. You know how the Veggie Vogue had the little veggie quiz and it was just one sheet in French, one sheet in English, and one blank sheet? These have like one book in French, one book in English, and one blank book. So they're much more detailed. This is from Taryn's collection. I don't know which doll Taryn is. I'm not into Maplelea dolls, but I like this stuff. So here's the French one. Here's the English one. I took French for a lot of years, so sometimes I like to just read through those, and I don't know all the words, but if I'm stumped, the words are over here in the English version, so I can just compare. All right, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I just want to give you the gist of it. So, my Alberta dinosaur adventure. We're going on a road trip to look for dinosaurs. Of course, there are no real dinosaurs anymore, but it will be like solving a mystery. We will learn about dinosaurs and how they lived by the things that got left behind. And then we've been planning this trip for months now. Mostly we are going to see the dinosaurs, but there are lots of other things to see too. So just like the sea turtle one, these seem to be one character's like trip somewhere, with the destination being sea turtles in that case and dinosaurs in this case. And then it's set up as a travel journal. So Monday, here are all the things that we did, and there are pictures in there with it. And Tuesday, there are like several pages just to get to Tuesday. Monday was busy. It's also really cool because if you're not from these areas, you're learning about these different tourist attractions. It's a really nice way to promote. They're not historical. That Maplelea doesn't do historical dolls, but they do really promote like learning about, sights to see, cultural heritage. They do kind of bring up historical points, and I find these very educational. Then Tuesday, several pages looking at different things. So you're learning about dinosaurs, but you're also learning about all kinds of things around Canada. Wednesday and Thursday seemed like light days, or Wednesday was anyway. And looks like Friday they headed home. So they head out on a Monday, head home on a Friday. That's this journey. And then the last thing is this board that's in English and French. This one was open like this to the French, but I knew if I display it, I'm probably going to be displaying it in English, so I went ahead and turned it this way and set everything on it just to kind of flatten it out and make it naturally open that way. It opens very well either way. Oh, look at that. Parasaurolophus, Triceratops. This one says Pachycephalosaurus, but Pachycephalosaurus wouldn't have these two ridges. They have the dome. So that's interesting because these two definitely match the dinosaur things that they give you, but this one doesn't. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I at least know that much about dinosaurs. I don't know. Anyway, that's that. I feel like I've been doing a few more unboxings with the new historical items that American Girl dropped, which was so exciting. And then these 2 Maplelea orders. Then I had a random order of like some things from a friend, some things from a shop that I frequent on Etsy, and a random thing from eBay. That was all in its own video. I haven't spent all that much, really, but I feel like this has been my first little burst of shopping this year. Really since last November. So anyway, if you like unboxings, I hope you're enjoying them. If you're not a big fan of unboxings, you probably didn't watch to this point to know this, but I do have plenty of other videos, so just focus on those. I'm going to pause and dress the dolls, take some pictures, so stay tuned for that, and subscribe if you haven't. Tap the notification bell, leave a comment to say hi, share this if you'd like more people to see it, all the good things. Anyway, have a good one.